Now we're at One Punggol Hawker Centre and we've got our special guests with us. We've got President Tharman and Mrs. Tharman, along with Ziying, who's a Singaporean returned from overseas, and we're here to try one of my favourite comfort foods, porridge. Hi, Hui!
Hi, Hui. Hi.
Smells lovely.
Yeah.
Hi, Lam.
This is very good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It's very interesting.
Thank you
No,
so
it's
much.
actually
Very
excellent.
delicious.
Really nice.
Hui, you used to work with the president. What made you do this switch from president's office to now running botak Cantonese porridge?
Same botak and botak.
Different boss, same botak.
Very different boss.
No, how did the name botak come about?
Oh, so it's actually my dad. My dad is,
Botak.
yes, he's botak.
Okay. And from the start, it was called botak.
Yes.
Okay.
8 years
Interesting.
ago, it was called botak.
And did you help in that naming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Very much influenced the logo. I wanted to bring the essence of my dad.
Very nice.
I have been helping my parents since young. So around 5, I started to help out at the store already. Yeah, my mom sells porridge and my dad sells tap thai pong. Then they decide to come to a compromise and sell porridge together. Actually, I wanted to take over when I was 21 years old. So my parents told me to pursue my passion. So my passion was to be a police officer. Yeah, so I went to do that for 5 years. And I was so happy.
And a very
yeah.
very good police officer, I must say, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. So after 5 years, I told them that I still want to come back. They welcomed me with open arms. And actually, when I was pondering between this decision, someone that I admire a lot told me this: Hui, you're very fortunate to have your parents build this up for you. So that's when I realized, yeah, what's stopping me? What's stopping me to continue their legacy? Yeah, what's stopping me to help them? The lady was none other than Mrs. T herself.
Oh.
Yes.
She's so enterprising, you can see. And she's always alert and looking for, gaps and opportunities. It fits policing and it fits the entrepreneurial work of a hawker very well.
And for you, Ziying, as well, you chose a very unconventional kind of job. What is it you do?
Currently, I run an agency, so we help place Singapore's tech talent to US startups for internships. I was born and raised in Singapore. I studied, worked in China and the US, so I think I've seen a little bit of the world. It has given me so much more perspective and hope that a girl next door like me can dream and do something different. I think in my 20s I was really, really lost in life. I tried many different things, right? I was the first employee of a startup, ran an incubator accelerator. When I was in New York, I think the ecosystem was so vibrant, the people were very, inspiring. So I met some of my best friends in New York and they encouraged me, they believed in me more than I believed in myself.
What Ziying said that struck me is that somebody believed more in you than you did yourself. And I think that's very lucky for any one of us when in through life.
Yeah.
And there are many times when we need that, not just at one time.
Yeah.
It's interesting that we all have different comfort foods, right? And this is mine. What is yours, Ziying? Because when you were living in New York and you've been away, what did you crave most?
My mom's soup, like a typical Chinese family where we have 3 dishes and a soup.
But could you not recreate this where you were in New York?
I could, but it's always something's missing.
The
I
mother's
always,
love.
Yeah. I'll call my mom something's missing.
Yeah.
She's just follow the recipe. And then the typical nasi lemak, roti prata, char kway teow.
What about you, Mrs. Tharman? What did you miss most when you were studying overseas?
I miss most soft-boiled egg and toast.
Oh.
Somehow getting it right was difficult. And soy sauce was at that time not that easy
had to go to
get.
Chinatown to
You had
get.
to go to Chinatown to
Right.
get. And
It wasn't as simple back then, was it? To get, this Asian ingredients, Singaporean ingredients.
Not so easy.
But nowadays there are apps where you can just buy Asian grocers online. They'll send it to your house.
Is it still very expensive?
I think it's durian that's really expensive. Yeah,
It's a season now.
I know.
Do you have a...
That's your R&D.
Oh, durian porridge.
Better not.
Hui, I want to ask you, so as a young hawker, right, do you have a community of hawkers supporting you? A physical community, you think that could happen?
I would say that because we interact with so many people every single day, what touched my heart when I helped my parents last time, when I did not choose to be a hawker yet, is that people-to-people relationship. There's this uncle, he would come to the hawker center and we would take turns to give him our food.
Oh, that's
yeah, for him,
nice.
yeah, because he can't afford. So the hawker stores will be very willing to give him a free meal, so he can choose. Like today I want to eat porridge, tomorrow I want to eat nasi lemak. Yeah.
That's so beautiful
So,
to hear.
yeah, so everybody is very willing to help. Yeah, that's a community, the kampong spirit lah.
Speaking of kampung spirit, so Ziying in New York, did you find your tribe there?
Yeah, actually I got connected to them before I left.
Oh, good.
So Singapore Global Network actually has a Telegram group that connects all the Singaporeans in different cities. So I got added into the Singaporean in New York group chat. So there were like thousands of people inside. And then like during festivals, we will gather each other's house, like Hari Raya, Chinese New Year.
nice.
So I hosted a mooncake festival at my place. So we had hot pots running for like
I'm sure
hours.
they'll come because free food, right?
No lah, I mean, we paid for the food, and then my house smelled like hot pot for 2 days. But it was fun, it was fun.
Look, dessert, voila! I love this. Because I have the president here with me, I'm allowed to do this. And we have aboling.
Favorite dessert. And actually it just refers to the mother duck. And the mother duck bouncing up and down in the water.
That's it.
Abo is the mother duck.
I hear that you're on TikTok.
Recently, I've picked up posting hawker content on TikTok. Yeah, so I do TikTok live as well. When I'm cooking, I'll just put my phone there and perhaps interact with the people that are there. Yeah, so this is something that my dad don't understand. To convince my dad, I tell him that it's to make ourselves known.
And even if people don't come down, you're actually just spreading the culture.
Yes.
Which is about the food, it's about family culture, it's about heritage, it's about a young person doing something different.
On that note, thank you so much everyone for spending this time with us, sharing your knowledge. Well, you know what? We've been talking all day and it's got me hungry again. I wonder where we can go for lunch.
Clap.
Well, it's time for lunch, and once again, I'm so honored to have my guests with me, President Tharman, Mrs. Tharman, and together with us for lunch we have Hassan Sani and his wife Aida. Perhaps I start off with Hassan. You are a pro footballer. Tell us what goes on in one day in the life of a pro footballer.
So for me, if we train at like say 9 a.m., I have to get up at 5:30. Then after training about 11:30, almost 12, eat my lunch, rest, and sometimes I do visit my store, spend time with my family, my kids, and I get to see my wife only at night. And then
Full on day.
yeah, 9:30 in bed, 10 p.m. So prepare the next morning.
How early did you get very serious about football?
Probably 6.
Oh, very young.
Yeah, very young. So, but I didn't start off with
Not as a
goalkeeper. Yes.
Right.
So because of my childhood asthma, so I need to change to goalkeeper.
I see, that's interesting.
So, Aida, you are left to man the stall. What happens in that day?
I have 2 staff with me who assist me with cooking. So basically, I will be the one in front, handle cashierings and customers.
And where do the recipes come from?
My mom.
Your mother? And she's a long time...
Yeah. She's been doing this since I was like 3 or 4.
So, Aida, are you going to be taking down all the notes from your mother? Or she got secret, don't teach you?
You know, like the olden days, the way they cook, they don't really, follow like the scoop. Just show it and everything.
But there's some instinct, right?
More or less, yes. But to get the exact taste, I don't think so.
I try to learn, in fact. I try to learn. Okay,
Don't
so
tell
I
miracles.
I note down. Okay. So it's 3 fingers throw,
3 fingers throw.
So that 1 pinch throw, but it's not easy. They taste differently. So I'll end up going to my mother-in-law because she's the chef. I say, oh, why does it taste differently? I throw the same way. It's 2 fingers, 1 finger. And they say, oh, okay, then you have to edit here and there. It's not easy.
Must include the mother's love in the cooking.
The touch. I think it's the touch.
The touch. Hassan, why did you decide to have a food stall on top of the fact that you are also playing professional soccer?
I think it's a family interest. So my uncles and aunties, they do have their own shops. So when I was young, just hang around the shop and just monitor what they're doing. And so it's a typical childhood wish that one day I want to have my own shop.
President, Mr. Tam, when you were, or maybe even now, do you all do sports at all?
Well, when I was young, I was a pure sports person.
Wow, what did you play?
I played competitively in hockey, football, athletics, cricket, and then I also played sepak takraw, volleyball, and rugby. But that was only within the school, inter-house. But playing for school, playing for combined schools, I was involved in 4 sports full-time.
Mrs. Tharman, did you play anything?
So we're two halves of a whole. He's the sporting half and I'm the totally not sporting half.
Okay.
But I watch everything and I watch football with the kids obsessively. And until today, I barely understand the offside rules. So when it's watching the football, I'm not allowed to open my mouth because I comment all wrongly.
Maybe Ida, I want to ask you, what about you? Do you get football at all?
To be honest, I'm actually like Mr. Tharman. I have to also zip up my mouth when I watch the football. Or then he will explain and he will okay, it's okay, you just watch.
So, going back to when Hassan suddenly shot to fame, it was quite a phenomenon, right? And President also said it on your socials that the money that they gave you donated it, right? Yes. So, why?
I think we discussed about this, me and my wife. It's definitely not my money. I think the least I can do is to donate them to those who need it more.
Basically, when Hassan plays, he's just playing for Singapore.
Yeah.
All the players are just playing for Singapore.
Right.
So
we were just doing our job, and it's not something to be carried away. But
what are your hopes and aspirations, perhaps, for the sports in general in Singapore?
it's all about people developing some special skill and talent, and that's actually what we're proud about. You have a special talent. Our other sports person has special talent, our hawkers have special talents, and people can be developed in it. I mean, you run Tasik Academy for youth at risk. They're all developing their talents. Many people don't realize the talents they have until they get an opportunity. And sometimes the opportunity is just by chance, be it in sports or music or anything else. I met the other day with Wong Kar Chun, our Singapore composer. Started in primary school when his maths teacher happened to be in charge of the school band. So he signed up and he was given a cornet, which is a small trumpet, right? And that's how he started. He had no idea he had any talent, right? But it just started like that. So likewise, some of the kids we work with, very disadvantaged backgrounds, they have no idea what talent they have until they're provided that opportunity, proper coaching, proper training, and then suddenly some of them come up. So opportunities are everything, and Singapore has to be a place where the opportunities are there for everyone. It doesn't matter what your background is. We get pride when people develop their talents and are able to move up. I get pride from eating the food though.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've had the chance to try all this amazing food made by our local hawker heroes. I think it's time for me to try making my own, in my own opinion, Singapore's quintessential dish. Okay.